91. Explain call, apply, and bind methods. Answer. Call. It is a library method available in the JavaScript. This method invokes functions, methods by mentioning the owner object. What is querying in JavaScript? Answer. The transformation of functions from f, a, b, c, callable to f, a, b, c, callable is known as querying in JavaScript. This is an advanced technique used to work with functions not only in JavaScript yet in other languages as well. 93. Explain scope and scope chain in JavaScript. Answer. JavaScript variables are also having scope as other programming languages. The accessibility and visibility of the variables are known as scope. There are three types of scopes in JS. Global scope variables that are not inside any function or the curly braces is known as global scope. These variables can be accessed from all parts of the code. Local or function scope variables declared inside a scope or function is known as function. Variables where it can be accessed only within that function. That means they cannot be accessed outside code. Block scope. The variables in blocked scope are limited only to that particular block within the curly braces mentioned. Scope chain. The currently accessible scopes in a code are known as scope chains. Irrespective of the scopes, either it might be under global, local or block. When the JavaScript engine searches for a scope currently, the accessible scopes are termed to be scope chains. 94. What are object prototypes? Answer. The mechanism in which the objects inherit features from one another is known as an object prototype. Example. Only for understanding purpose, non-technical. Let's talk about a car. Guess what the features are? Every car has an engine, a steering and 4 wheels. It might be brand X, Y, or Z. Every car moves using the same mechanism. So, relating it to object prototype. Brand X is an object. Same prototype of a basic mechanism is inherited by brand Y with exterior changes and added features. So, this process is known as object prototyping. 95. What are callbacks? Answer. A callback is a function passed as an argument to another function. It acts as a sequencing system for function execution. Once the function has been executed using callback, we can wait for the result and then execute the next function in the sequence. X. Set timeout. Timeout method is usually used to cover up the amount of time taken to execute the program. This is one of the important JavaScript interview questions asked in interviews. 96. What is memoization? Answer. The optimization technique which speeds up the applications by storing the results needed to an immediate function calls and returning to the cached result when the same inputs are supplied again is known as memoization. 97. What is recursion in a programming language? Answer. Recursion is a technique in which the function calls itself again and again repeatedly until the condition gets false. 98. What is the use of a constructor function in JavaScript? Answer. A function that creates an instance of a class which is called an object is known as a constructor. Whenever the object is using a new keyword, then the constructor gets called. Constructor is used to creating an object and set values if there are any object properties present. 99. What are arrow functions? Answer. The function which allows declaring shorter syntax which was introduced during the ES6 version is known as the arrow function. 100. Differences between declaring variables using var, let and const. Answer. Var is having scope only within the function let and const are having scope within their blocks between the curly braces also. Any variable with the keyword const cannot be changed or modified, it remains constant. Thanks for watching Salesforcestart.